Hey there guys and gals, everyone in between and beyond. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. It's restocker here coming at you with another Neopets video, and today I'll be playing everyone's favorite game, Zurroball. Now, I know Zurroball is not exactly the most enjoyed or sought after game on Neopets, but it's a very simple game in concept, but I suppose the execution is difficult in some cases. So I'm going to try to show you guys how I play the game and how you guys can get yourself a pretty decent score. I know Zurroball is sometimes picked for the Games Master Challenge and things like Daily Dare. So if those, if Zurroball ever pops up for those challenges, hopefully this guide helps you out. Now, before we jump into the game, I want to cover some of the things regarding the game very quickly. You have a bunch of options that you can pick here as to which ball you want to play with. You can also click on the N on the spinning Grundo here, and you can actually play with the Grundo itself. I would highly recommend getting used to playing with the Zurroball. It's the one that I played with as a kid, so I'm very comfortable with it. And it's the one that has the most, how would I say it? It's very natural, it feels like to play. It's very floaty. You don't have to be constantly clicking your mouse, and it's very predictable in how it moves. So those are the qualities that I like about the Zurroball. I would not recommend picking any of these other balls except for maybe the metal ball. The metal one is very heavy, but it's gonna be very difficult to do one of the tricks that allow you to acquire a lot of points when playing Zurroball. So essentially, the way to get a lot of points in Zurroball is bring the ball that you're playing with very low to the ground, and you'll hear that little like clicking sound. Sometimes it's not gonna play, but you'll still get the points. And essentially what you're doing here is getting this grounder bonus that gives you an X10 bonus. The issue with the metal ball, as you can see, is that you have to click very quickly. And sometimes if you're trying to do the grounder trick, it's very difficult to get the metal ball back up in an orderly fashion. As well, you can see I'm clicking very often because the ball is naturally very heavy. I know it sounds a little weird, but the ball is just very heavy, and you're gonna have to be clicking furiously, so it's a little difficult. Now, another thing I should mention is if you have about 5 seconds to click and control the ball, otherwise it'll drop on its own, so also keep that in mind. Now, we got 152 points, so that's a pretty decent score for most folks, but what we're trying to do is get a lot more than that. And honestly, I would recommend just using the Zurroball. As you can see, it's very floaty, very easy to control, and you want to slowly bring it down to the bottom of the screen, and you can hear that clicking noise, which tells you that you're doing the grounders. Now, ideally you want to click in the middle of the Zurroball if you can help it, and after you're comfortable with how many points you've gotten, you want to send it back to the top and slowly go back down. And today we'll try to get like 1,000 points or something, because there isn't much else to the game. There's really nothing left for me to explain, other than try to keep it centered so that you don't have to move your mouse around a lot. If you do click off center, try to click in the opposite spot of where you clicked the first time. So if I click on the far left here, I want to click on the far right of the Zurroball there to control it. Now, this game does take a lot of practice. I know I'm making it look maybe a little bit easier than it will be the first few times you guys try playing the game, but I would just highly recommend you're gonna just practice a lot and try to click in the center of the Zurroball, and this way you'll be able to maintain a decent rhythm. So we're sitting at 250 points, banked 100 and something points back there. And yeah, as you can see, you can rack up your points very quickly. If you feel afraid, you can slowly knock the Zurroball up a bit and then bring it back down. You can see I'm clicking in rhythm. I'm not clicking too frantically. I'm trying to keep it controlled and just keeping it towards the bottom of the stage. Again, making sure that it doesn't drop too far down. And you can see every time I bring it up past those blinking red lights there to bank my points, I slowly bring the Zurroball back down. So let's go ahead, bank our points, slowly bringing it up and slowly bringing it down. You don't want to let the Zurroball move around the screen too much without clicking it. So we're sitting at 440 points. And again, you can see that sometimes you can hear the click, but sometimes you won't. You won't always hear the click for the grounders, but you'll still be getting the points. You can see I've banked 130 points there. We're sitting at 572 total. It's a little difficult to avert my eyes to the side of the screen. That's something that you guys definitely shouldn't be doing. Don't worry about looking over to the side of your screen and seeing how many points you have in total. Just focus on the game. So just clicking here. Getting up to 123. So that's pretty much it. You want to try to maintain a simple rhythm. If the Zurroball does go crazy, again, do the trick that I told you guys at the start of the game. Click on the opposite side of the Zurroball from the side that you clicked first, so that you can slow down the direction that it's flying away in, and you try to exert a force in the opposite direction, and you try to bring it to a halt so that you can slowly control the Zurroball again. So that's pretty much it. We're sitting at about 836 points. Just a few more and we'll be able to break the 1,000 mark here. So 90 points for that. Slowly bringing it down again. You can see that I'm not rushing things too much. And that should be enough. So 102, we've gotten over 1,000 points. So let's go a little crazy with the Zurroball. See, if you start clicking it anywhere outside of the middle portion of the Zurroball, you just want to click on the opposite side of the Zurroball so you can catch it like that. Now again, I do understand I'm making the game look a lot easier than it is. I've practiced this game a lot when I was a kid, so I got used to it. I play a lot of games that require relatively precise mouse control, so I do have a lot more experience than I think most people do with these kinds of games. But all I can recommend is practice a lot, try to hit the middle of the Zurroball, and be very patient and just move the Zurroball in small increments upwards when you're trying to bank your points, and move it down very slowly when you're bringing it down for the grounders. So this is the best advice I can give you guys. Feel free to post any questions that you have. Ask me anywhere on YouTube, Discord, Reddit, wherever. I'll end up posting this stuff. So that's pretty much it. Take care, have a great day, and until next time, see ya.